Hey, oftentimes when you're watching a movie, you may be impressed by, of course, what you see. But this morning, we're going to impress you with what you hear.
Hey, you often don't think about this. WAFB's entertainment correspondent, Adair, went behind the scenes to find out what the Foley artists are responsible for, how they make all of those neat noises in the background.
Guys, it's really cool. Get ready for this. Good morning, and let me tell you, there are artists who do not get credit for the sound effects that you don't even know you are hearing. Foley artists take what would appear to be natural sound in a scene and recreate that sound in an unnatural way. The guys at the building studios not only showed me how it really goes down, but gave me a shot to get down with them. Check it out.
This action-packed scene from the film Blood Out sounds as intense as it looks. Although it appears actor Luke Goss has the moves, it's these moves by Foley artist Ryan Chase Lee that hold the sound. In fact, this is what the film really sounds like before a Foley artist recreates the sound you hear.
So we'll put a bunch of stuff on a table, a bunch of different sounding sort of things. We don't necessarily have to match what's on screen unless you see something very specific, but it's just kind of just a big hodgepodge and mess of sounds. It makes it sound bigger and thicker and more violent.
And when the boots come off, the heels go on.
I certainly got some looks when I went up to the to the woman. I was like, "Yes, I need a size 16 high heel. Do you have anything?" And this is
preferably with fur.
The only type that they had was, let's just say, escort heels.
Cocktail attire.
Fitting for a lighter scene such as this one, a prime opportunity for me to grab a little demo.
Okay, so break this down for me.
The first thing that you would think to do whenever you're watching someone walk is to watch their feet. But actually that can be it can kind of throw you off a little bit because we see things and there's a second delay before you can actually hit your foot. Try to watch her hips move and her shoulders move.
It's like a little dance.
A little bit, yeah. It's like everybody has their own personal rhythm. Bet you never thought you'd have a guy teaching you how to walk in high heels.
Never thought a guy would be better walking in heels than me.
Not always so delicate, some scenes, such as this hotel brawl, can even get physical.
We did that more often than when we first started, when we didn't know exactly what we were doing. I was like, I guess we just hit each other. Then we learned, it's like, oh, I can make the same sound if I don't actually have to give my friend a bloody nose.
I'll try to get her grabs if you try to get his grabs.
If it's two guys fighting each other, generally it's a lot of body contacts and skin contacts, rubbing. We'll have a cloth pass that sometimes can be a lot of fun when you're moving the cloth around, trying to make them seem like they're moving really fast.
And then there are times the boys pull out the guns.
Like you're playing the Wii, like you're a controller.
Yeah, kind of, sort of, yeah, a little bit.
Building Studios owner Michael Russo explains while one noise would appear to be one sound, it's actually layers of different sounds that go into creating the final product.
This scene, for example, he's going to get out of a car, and it's probably going to make it way more rattly here than in real life, but it'll be more interesting. This is one of my favorite metal props. This is just like a fluorescent light fixture, and you just get some really great crunches and stuff out of it. I'll add a layer of some foot scuff. I'll probably add a glass layer. Me and some of the guys we work with, we go to thrift stores, junkyards, things like that.
Talk about one man's trash is another man's treasure. Right?
Yeah, that's fairly accurate. I mean, we just kind of scour the earth for things that seem interesting, and, you know, you can... And it's gotten to the point where whenever something is missing, typically they'll come to the Foley room first and make sure that we have not absconded with it, just to borrow.
Even with the perfect borrowed object and spot-on precision, these Foley artists still use editing to perfectly sync the sound with the movement.
We watch the film, we cue it up, and sometimes it's just on the fly. I mean, you know, it's not about realism, it's about making it sell.
Pretty cool, right, guys?
I had no idea. I really had no idea.
It really is
there was
amazing.
so much that went into it.
I've seen some of these stories before. I knew what a Foley artist was, but that was very well told and very well shown. Pretty amazing.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Let me give you a little bit of history. Jack Foley began what is now known as Foley Art in 1927. He started working with Universal Studios in 1914 during what was the silent movie era. When Warner Studios released its first film to include sound, Universal knew it needed to get on the bandwagon and called for any employees who had radio experience to come forward.
And what a fun job. It really is like they're playing a video game all day. They must have so much fun.
Totally, like they're playing the Wii. Silent movie era, can you imagine?
No.
Especially in this generation, right?
No.
3D, IMAX.
There's a lot of folks out there that wish they were in this silent movie.
Well, it's not the silent news.
Happy to hear us.
Thank goodness.
Anna, thank you.
Thank you, Anna.
Thanks.